Hi, I'm Dominic Lee. Today we're going to talk about how to create apps for the GyroPalm Wearable using GyroPalm Studio and GyroPalm OS. Want to find out how? Stay tuned. So in this tutorial, we're going to share with you how to create apps and load those apps into a GyroPalm OS. So GyroPalm OS uses something called the SCT, which is System Code Template. And to deal with all of this, we're going to do it all in GyroPalm Studio. So to start with, we would go to app.gyropalm.com/studio. And if you're not logged in, please log into your GyroPalm developer account. For my case, I will use this example account. Even if you don't have a project or you have a project, you still want to create a new one. And the reason for that is because we will be creating the GyroPalm custom OS for this case. So this would be a new project with new example code that you would be building. So the keywords here could be anything. For this example, I will say custom OS, GyroPalm OS, and I'm going to hit save info. So this will be your main template to access everything. Now for this, you will want to go and access the GyroPalm SCTs. So to get a copy of the latest GyroPalm SCT, you click Output, click Convert to
Project
App,
code converted successfully.
and you'll click this called View GyroPalm SCTs on GitHub. So you click this and select Raw, Control All, copy all these, and go back to the Code tab, Control All, backspace it, and paste. And that's it. So just a curious thing that you might have in mind. What do we do after we got the SCT? Well, you'll need the icons. So if you don't have all these icons, let's start with just basic ones. You'll want to get rid of some of them, or if you want to use them all, you can import them. I have provided those as examples. So in this case, if you don't have the icons imported already in your resources, click the Resources tab.
Project code saved successfully.
And drag and drop all of these into the Resources folder. Click Upload. Continuing from Perform.
File uploaded successfully. Now refreshing.
So we have all the icons here. Now that we have all the icons, we simply have to look at the callbacks. So right now, this is the callback statements. They're all redirecting to Start App. If you look at the Draw Home screen page, you'll see that there is an array called App Icons, and that's populated with more than one app. There's multiple apps here, but the placeholders here are all called Start App. And the reason for that is because these are null apps, meaning they don't exist yet. And what we need to do is we need to create them using another GyroPalm Studio project. So I'll explain briefly about how we could do that. First, we want to save the code.
Project code saved successfully.
Then create a new app. So in this case, we want to create an app called Control. Control example. And let's say Control app. Save info.
Project saved successfully.
So if we look at here, again, we need to remove the serial begin statements. We don't need those, as we'll be using the GyroPalm designer. So at this point, I would say design the app as you wish. For example, I want one column here, two columns here, or even two columns here or one column here. Let's put an LED here in this case. Now let's create another screen called Screen Alt for alternate. Hit save. Let's do a three row 2 1 2 column here. And you have LED. You have a slider here. And let's say this button will bring you back to the previous page. So we simply have to hit Export Design. This will bring you back on the previous page. So just doing slight tweaks here. Let's make this LED false. You have the Alright, so once you feel that it's ready and that you are ready to export, simply hit the Output tab
Project code saved successfully.
and click Convert to App.
Project code converted successfully.
Now you can see the code is generated automatically. The setup gets changed to show, and this ID is actually the first 4 digits of your project ID and the last digit. So this is called the quick ID, and this uniquely identifies your project. So if you want to keep any void loop statements, now would be the time to write it in here. And of course, don't touch the hide statement, just leave that there. But all the other code is renamed and ported over. So what we're going to do is you want to download this app. So click Download App, click Save, whatever the file name is, it works. And then we're going to click My Apps and go back to GyroPalm Custom OS. Go to Resources and drag and drop the app in here. Hit Upload.
File uploaded successfully. Now refreshing.
And take note of this ID. Copy this if needed, put it here, and go to the callback in which you want the app to open. So in this case, it's the control app. So we want to say show this, and then go here,
Project code saved successfully.
run compile.
Compilation started. This may take a moment.
So as you can see, this can take a few minutes. Once the compilation is done, connect your USB to the wearable and click Flash Device. Great. Now you should see on the screen the home page that you've just created. What you're seeing is the GyroPalm SCT system code template. And if you click the control app icon, just like how we expected in here, you will be able to see that your app is opened and you'll see the interface that you've created. Now you might be wondering, the app does not do anything at the moment. If you click next page, it does not actually go on the next page. How do we fix that? Well, it's very simple. First, we go to the resources. Then we click delete and we remove the old file.
Project file deleted successfully.
We click apps, click edit on the old control app, and simply go to the callback on which you know this button is next page. So if you want to say the button event, you could say if button name equals to next page. Then what we could do is show app, and we could say ser alternate page. As simple as that. And to go back to the previous page, you will do another if statement saying something similar, which is what the other button would say as home page. So you would say home page if the home page gets clicked, and this would not be on this. You would have to create another case statement. So it would be case ser alt. So if we were on this page and we were to run this button statement here on this event. We're going to say home page, and that would be going back to SCR home. We do not need to compile this. Note that you do not need to compile this.
Project code saved successfully.
What you'd need to do is click convert to app,
Project code converted successfully.
then click download app. And if you have a previous app that's there, delete it or overwrite it. So do you want to replace it? Yes, I do. Go back to the My Apps, click Edit, Resources, and put in the new file. Just drag and drop it in there. Hit upload.
File uploaded successfully. Now refreshing.
Now what we could do is we can compile it again. So to do that, we could either click compile, or we could say Jarvis, compile without settings.
Settings skipped. Now compiling your code. Compilation started. This may take a moment. Compilation was successful.
So now all we have to do, Jarvis, flash wearable.
Now uploading to GyroPalm Wearable. Please accept the prompt in the pop-up window.
It's flashing. And there we have it. So if you look on here, if I click the app, control, then I click next page, it'll go to the next page. If I click home page, you could see that it's going back. Now to return to the home menu, I just have to go to the status bar and swipe left. And that brings me straight back to the home menu. There you have it. This is how you could create an app with GyroPalm Studio. Thanks for watching.